It's the Hip Hop School.
It's that time.
Past and present podcast.
It's that time.
All regions stand up.
On your feet.
North, South,
Everywhere.
East,
Where you at?
West,
Huh?
Midwest.
You
Where you
know
at?
the rule.
Act a fool. You gotta be tight with your tool when you go to the Hip Hop School. These grown niggas crying called Primo, Fur, and Deja Rude, child. Get out your feelings, you get booed at the Hip Hop School. You know the rule. Act a fool. You gotta be tight with your tool when you go to the Hip Hop School. You can't be mad cause you got swag and easy cool. Bitch, your motherfucking problem, knowledge rule at the Hip Hop School. You know the rule. Act a fool. You gotta be tight with your tool when you go to the Hip Hop School. Can't look like that, I'm into son, got art of fashion. The truth is cruel, but that's just fuel at the Hip Hop School. Past and present.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Hip Hop School Past and Present Podcast. I am the Asia, the assistant principal. Down below, you have Supreme Y, the principal, and next to me you have Heezy, the dean of all things hip hop. How y'all doing tonight, fellas?
I want to rock.
Fuck wrong with this nigga. Hey, I'm all good though, man. You know what it is. It's Friday. I made it, man. I made it through the week.
My life.
So tonight we have a really dope show. We'll be talking about some of the trending topics that have gone viral on social media. We'll also be talking about what the fuck happened to the music and hip hop. That's our main topic. We'll be talking about the viral post from Gabrielle Union talking about going 50-50 with Dwayne Wade, as well as revealing the answer to our hip hop trivia question.
Whoa.
Always do each and every week. We start off with a hip hop trivia question that is brought to you by our sponsors: Art by Chung G, Supreme's Pull Up, the Uhuru Academy, Lit and Leisure Travel in the Depths of the Asia. This week's hip hop trivia question is: what rapper holds the world record for the most words in a hit single? Again, what rapper holds the world record for the most words in a hit single? Y'all try and answer that down below in the comments. We will reveal the answer at the end of the show. With that being said, class
like if you like it, just say you like it.
Man, ridiculous.
Yeah, I hope you know the answer to this question. I think I know the answer to it.
I always know the answer.
Okay.
I got to guess, but
yes, indeed. So that being said, let's go ahead and jump into some of these trending topics. Jay Prince is back in these social media streets, getting into these young folk business. So NBA YoungBoy and Dugg, they had words with each other going back and forth, and it seems as though they was using a beef for promoting their albums. They were supposed to be dropping at the same time. Dugg ended up pushing his album back and doing a song with J. Cole for the children. And in some of NBA YoungBoy's rants and him going off, and he ended up putting Drake's name in the song as well, dissing Drake. So in steps the old man, Jay Prince. He go to Utah, him and Birdman, they go to Utah. They ended up having a conversation with NBA YoungBoy. Well, Jay Prince took it a step further, which I really want Jay Prince to sit down somewhere because it's not giving what it was supposed to be had gave. Jay Prince, he decided to post on social media, and he basically said that, you know, he was glad that he was able to have that talk with YoungBoy, and he said this in his statement on social media. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. He said, even though I wasn't there for a meeting with Birdman, I must say the Lord works in mysterious ways. With that being said, I must address the song where my name and Drake's name were mentioned. To the little homie, YoungBoy, as I said to you privately, I say to you publicly that Drake is my son. He rode with me. Therefore, I think it's a good idea to take him off your enemy list, because the truth of the matter is that we got nothing but love for Dugg and your accomplishments. I feel like that's a threat. I'm so sick and tired of Jay Prince jumping on the internet, doing all that. Because my thing is, why did he feel the need to share that part of their conversation?
Exactly.
It's trying to make himself look like the big bad wolf all over again.
Well, you know what it
Losing your
is.
thunder.
Yeah, you know what it is. Shit, we've been talking about it for the last year or so. You know what I'm saying? This nigga jumping on social media after, you know what I'm saying, he threatening motherfuckers, shit like that. How you gonna go sit down and have a conversation with the nigga, then come back home or whatever? You know what I'm saying? And send a little, you know what I'm saying, low key threat. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, nigga, you 60 years old. You know what I'm saying, man? It's like, what you doing out here, old man? You know what I'm saying? So.
And to me, I feel as though it makes Drake look like a hoe for the simple fact of you got this old 60-year-old man coming to your defense. I think Jay Prince need to chill out because beefing or, you know, having those back and forths, that's part of the sport, that's part of hip hop. Stepping in, and if as long as it hadn't got to the point where it's going to the streets or anything like that, chill out. Let these people have their beefs, make songs out of it, give us something from it. The Dirt and the YoungBoy thing could have been one of those moments that we had with 50 Cent and Kanye West when they were dropping at the same time to see who gonna sell the most. It could have been one of those moments. Rap beef is a thing in hip hop. It is what it is. These niggas ain't trying to.
Especially Drake. Drake ain't trying to shoot no shit.
Yeah,
anyway,
and then
you know
too, NBA YoungBoy, he on house arrest. He not finna pull up on
he can't
nobody.
even go nowhere. He can't
go nowhere.
but Jay Prince, man, and two, he always ties himself to the money too. You know what I'm saying? He gonna protect his you know, his product, his investment. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of what he doing too. He letting know, like, hey man, you ain't gonna touch mine because I got a stake in this too. You know what I'm saying?
But it's not even that. It's not even that. It's not that serious. You know, if we wouldn't have some of the hottest diss tracks that we have, if every time people went at each other, somebody stepped in and made it seem bigger than what it is. It's a whole lot of people that just really they beef on wax. That's part of the battle aspect. That's part of hip hop. It's okay for them to go at each other. It's not okay for them to take it to the streets. Long as they're using that energy to make songs. I like YoungBoy for that. He pissed, somebody had him fucked up, and guess what he did? He went in the studio. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. What you got, Pre?
You know, there's a few times in life where I'm just speechless.
You speechless?
I ain't got nothing to say, man. I don't, man. Look here, man. I don't know what you know. Shout out to Jay Prince Senior, man. Man, I can't defend it. I didn't understand it. I didn't think it was necessary. You know, I didn't seem like it was needed to two large CEOs of hip hop to meet up and watch it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if the brother going through a midlife crisis, late life crisis, to where he feel like he's always been important, you know.
Yeah.
When you no longer feel like you're important, it kind of affects you in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? You kind of remind me of Donald Trump. They just won't let it go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had your time, you was on top, you still respect it. Or they kind of remind you of that athlete that just won't let it go, like, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Come back for another year.
Yeah,
but,
and he going through a midlife crisis. Anytime you got somebody that get on the internet and start talking shit with some earbuds that still got the cord on it, you definitely going through a midlife crisis. Like, you're not scaring me if you got a cord hanging from your ear.
Did you see the post where he responded to people with that? Why you do that? Niggas say he don't do the earbuds because they call it radiation. He went hotel.
Oh, okay. So the quote unquote killer, he a hotepian now. He worried about radiation. He should be the last person worried about some radiation. He need to be worrying about some RICO charges that may be coming down the line with him jumping into shit. So Lil Wayne
allegedly.
Okay. So Lil Wayne ended his concert in the middle of a performance. He had his artists to come on, and they weren't getting as much love as Lil Wayne would have gotten. And so Lil Wayne, he comes in the middle of the concert and he ended and was telling people how they are unappreciative and whatnot. And Lil Wayne got to keep in mind, you got people that came to the concert because of your name, and you got these people who are performing before you. They don't know these people. They don't know the music or anything like that. The crowd is going to be lackluster. Right. And I think as a professional artist, it don't matter if you get a crowd that is lit and live, or you get a crowd that is quiet. You still supposed to remain a professional, and you supposed to give that same level of energy that you would give to any other crowd, because these people paid their money at the end of the day.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I think that was kind of fucked up, man. Like you said, you know what I'm saying? I've been to a lot of concerts where you had motherfuckers come on and you ain't know who the fuck they was. The crowd ain't really saying shit, because for one, they don't know the song. And shit, for two, the shit might not be, it might be some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So, and I also heard that the nigga was like 3 hours late. So the crowd was already on some, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, get out here and do your thing. You know, so we've been waiting on you for 3 hours. You got these niggas coming out. We don't know they shit. You know what I'm saying? I think, yeah, that was some bullshit right there, man.
Yeah, and I'd have been pissed up, because when you get older, where the place where Lil Wayne is at, with him being who he is, he's still at a point where he could sell out some shows, right? What's going to happen with Lil Wayne with him doing that? You know, people ain't going to be signing up and paying their money to be going to these shows, and it's a chance that he may cancel the show, walk off the stage. So I wouldn't go buy a Lil Wayne ticket at this point.
I would have been pissed. Like,
I look at it twofold. Like, it depends. Like let's just look at it from Lil Wayne perspective. It depends on who he trying to win over. If he trying to win over his fans, then he fucked up. But if he trying to win over just artists, and you know, I fuck with y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm letting y'all know this is how much I fuck with y'all, and trying to gain their trust, then maybe he won them over. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
That don't make any sense, because the audience is the people who they need in order for the.
No, I'm saying regardless of how they feel, I got your back.
Well, that's not having their back, for the simple fact the audience is who the people are, the consumers of whatever they're selling. So if you're walking off stages and everything, you've made the impression that this is how you will conduct yourself. If we're not acting a certain way in the audience, you need in order for his artists to be successful, they need to appease the audience. Lil Wayne trying to appease the artists is counterproductive. And the thing is,
I didn't say it was productive. I'm just saying that's probably I don't necessarily agree with it, but that's probably maybe how he was looking at it. Like, he know his artists, and he know they might be some sensitive niggas, and they can't take that shit. You know, these young niggas are sensitive, but they'll break all the way down.
For all of that emotional feminine shit. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, is Lil Wayne a feminist? Was that a feminist movement that he did on stage? Because that's what it's giving. You know, so my thing is,
these young niggas is sensitive.
It took away from the artist as well, if that's the case. Right. Now their name ain't nobody gonna ever want to come to their show. And then two, one thing as a performer, if you're a performer and you see the crowd ain't rocking with you and they really don't know your music, then you need to just like hype that bitch up, put on a hell of a show, you know, and make the crowd love you. All artists were new before. Right? Yeah. I remember when I first seen 50 Cent at a club called The Shell in Memphis. We didn't know who he was. We never heard this man music or whatever the case may be, but he was at the club in Memphis and he rocked out. You get what I'm saying? So every artist is new at some point. So you can't get up there and tuck your tail and be mad because you don't get a certain response. Yeah. You make the crowd respond to you a certain way, and they don't respond by throwing a tantrum.
Right, yeah, because that's exactly what he did. What he should have did was just went up there, you know what I'm saying, got on the mic like, hey, y'all, this is my artist, I need y'all to, you know what I'm saying, you know, could have did a song with him, you know what I'm saying, yeah, you know what I'm saying, something like that, you know what I'm saying, instead of, like you said, going up there and throwing a tantrum and shit, like, what kind of shit is that? Yeah, I'd have been mad at the motherfucker too.
Yeah, Suave said he showed his love to his artists by letting him open up for Wayne. That's love because that's major exposure. Him doing that make all them look bad and really doesn't help his artists. Indeed. So moving right along, somebody who was really trying to help their artists, Yo Gotti, he said he got $2 million for an attorney that could get 42 Dugg out of jail. For the 42 Dugg, he came to social media and he was talking about the harsh conditions that he's dealing with while he's locked up and how they have him locked up illegally and they haven't even turned his paperwork in. I think the 42 Dugg situation is a little different than Young Thug situation where him talking about he don't have enough organic food in the prison system and he gotta go because of that. With 42 Dugg, he was really talking about the conditions of what's going on, having to warm up his food with hot shower water. It sounds like what was happening in the prison system or is still happening in the prison system down in Mississippi.
Right. I was gonna say that.
Yeah, I mean, me being somebody been to the penitentiary, I hate when nigga cry from the pen. I hate that shit with a motherfucking passion. Nigga, time is supposed to be hard. And you're not gonna have the ideal conditions every time you go or wherever you go, man. Nigga, that's part of breaking the fucking law. You know what I'm saying? And in the street, nigga, man, niggas don't want to be hearing that shit, my nigga. Just get out and fight your motherfucking case, do your legal work, get your lawyer. I love crying about the shower water. Nigga, wash clothes and toilets, my nigga. Niggas ain't trying to hear that old crybaby shit. Nigga, these niggas are some rappers. They miss this life. That life that they live, man, and these niggas sound like some crybaby ass niggas from the pen. That's just, I ain't got nothing fuck like that.
What you think about his case though? About him making the
that's what they need to focus on and sound bogus. Sound like they doing some whole shit.
Right.
But he should have some lawyers on top of that already. These niggas got who he signed with?
Yo Gotti.
He signed with Yo Gotti. Yeah, Yo Gotti, why is you waiting now? Talking about $2 million for you? Yeah, it's supposed to be handled privately, and they supposed to be on that shit, getting that nigga out if it's that serious. Yeah, I don't like this. It's not a good look on him or CMG.
Well, we'll see what happens because Mozzie just got out too. You know what I'm saying? As far as what I hear, you know what I'm saying? He ain't really made no appearance like that, but you know what I'm saying? He done got out too, and he on CMG, so I guess his bid went all right. You know what I'm saying? He ain't made no complaints, so we'll see what happens before
do your time, my nigga, and come home, better.
For sure.
Yeah, if they ain't turning in his paperwork and taking and getting a business clear like they should, I don't appreciate that. But worrying about certain things, certain comforts in prison that's the reason why it's prison or jail or wherever he at right now. You know, they probably still got him out there trying to get checked in and walk through or something. You know, it seemed like they ain't even gave him a cot yet. He just wandering around that motherfucker trying to figure shit out.
He ain't got no mat.
Ain't nothing. Ain't had no walkthrough or nothing. He just down there. Anyway, Officer Rick Ross. He said
Officer Ross.
Yeah, Officer Rick Ross. Since we're in the penal system, we might as well talk about Officer Rick.
Tell Rick to go down there and open safe.
Tell CO Officer Rick Ross to come down there shaking them keys and get you without that bitch. I know he still got some of them keys that are unlocked the lock.
Third key.
Yeah, while he running for the mayor of Fayetteville, he needs to be going down there with them old CO keys and free 42 Dugg. But yeah, so Rick Ross said he is going to run for mayor. What y'all think about that?
Hey,
another crybaby situation.
He ain't the first celebrity though. Shit, I seen Arnold Schwarzenegger run for governor, and he won that bitch. He won number the Terminator. So you know what I'm saying? Hey, these celebrities, man, they get that celebrity status, and you know what I'm saying, get all these people behind them as far as certain issues, which a lot of times they really don't do shit because they ain't no fucking politicians. They just some celebrities and entertainers. You know what I'm saying?
First of all, it's a lot of shit going on in Dade County. Where the fuck he from? And now all of a sudden they're gonna give you a goddamn permit for your car show. Now you want, like, come on, man, nigga, you ain't want to do the potholes, the street lights, some new libraries, some Community center, nigga. You talking about you mad? You throwing a temper tantrum again? Spoiled ass rapper. Oh, I'm finna run for mayor because they didn't give me a permit for my car. So come on, man. They gotta stop this type of shit, my nigga. This shit is weak to me, man.
Yeah, he was mad at DJ Envy too about
Oh,
it.
they've been going. That shit's been hilarious.
I was gonna bring that up.
Beige boy.
What y'all think about that shit? Him and Envy about the car show battle. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all think it's some serious shit or they just talking shit?
Two rich niggas.
They just talking shit. They gonna end up finding some type of way to end up doing something together, probably.
Probably so.
I think Envy mad for real though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I think Envy was mad for real. I think Ross was just talking shit, but
Ross said he know he got mad now.
Yeah,
well, you know, Envy light skin, so you know,
some real
light
shots at
nigga, they be emotional like that.
Rick Ross said he beige.
Right.
Or
Beige
tan
boy.
or whatever the case may be. He's definitely I wouldn't put it past him. For him being mad. But I could all jokes aside, I can understand how Envy would be mad for real, you know, because what Envy got to do with this man?
And the nigga brought up Dolph talking about, you know what I'm saying? Nigga Ross was like, man, you up there, man? He's like, I'm cool with Dolph, but at the same time, Envy said he doing the thing with PRE with his label, so I guess he locked in with Dolph. You know what I'm saying? That whole shit. That nigga Ross threw some real shots. I think Envy was hurt for real, but you know, at the end of the day, like you said, praying, it's just two rich niggas talking shit.
Yeah, and I think as far as Rick Ross talking about becoming a mayor, Rick Ross just say a lot of stuff just to be saying stuff. I don't think he's serious. You know, he even sat up there and when Don Lemon got fired, he telling Don Lemon to come over and get on one of the fryers at Wingstop, and so they could collab and do some Don Lemon pepper wings. So
he should.
I'll give him some props though. He just did an interview on another podcast, another popular podcast. That shit was actually a pretty good interview.
Yeah, I bet you know what. If Rick Ross ever get on a show with me or anybody else or whatever the case may be, y'all be careful with him. Y'all make sure he use the restroom before the interview because he will walk out.
He did it last time again, but he came back this time. And he said on camera to me, I'm going to come back this time.
No, you ain't gonna walk out on me. I'm going to walk to the bathroom with you. I'm going to make sure. Both of us got to pee. Yeah, we walking together.
Hey, what Swab say right here though? He say
Fayetteville is still mainly white. He ain't about to get elected in Fayetteville. He mad at Envy because Envy with 50 Cent.
Wow, you think you're a smart nigga, huh?
He is smart.
He got some insight. You know what I'm saying? He got some ATL Fayetteville insight. You know.
He know I'm fucking. He don't piss me off, man.
Oh Lord, this is not.
That ain't nothing new.
This is not about Lakers in 6. Quick rub your hat. They Lakers about to fuck around and find out.
Hey.
They done lost 2 games in a row, child. But anyway, that's a whole nother conversation for another day. So Suki Anna has said that she want to take Dr. Umar down. She said that she want to sleep with the King Kong consciousness, Dr. Umar. And I feel Suki because quiet as it's kept back in the day, I actually had a crush on Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar is really a handsome man. He just became weird after a while or whatever. So I feel it, you know what I'm saying? And he be, you know, one thing I can say about Dr. Umar, really the only thing with him that throws people off is how he took them folks' donation and we still ain't got no school. But as far as like what he believe and how he see things or whatever, he's been on brand with it. You know, since he came out, he's been on brand with it. So can't knock him for that. Yeah. So Suki Anna said that she would like to mess around with Dr. Umar. She said she got conscious pussy, and Dr. Umar responded and was saying that, you know, she'll have to pretty much straighten up. And she said she went on Beehive interview and she said that she'll straighten up for Dr. Umar. She thinks
she said she pro-black and conscious.
Yeah, she did. I saw that. I saw that part. I saw that part.
Yeah.
I like me some Suki. I can see that. I love that for Dr. Umar.
I like Suki's personality. She's a disgusting motherfucker, but I like her I like her personality, man. I think her and Umar make a nice couple, man.
I do too, though. To be honest with you, and I think that'll be something good for Umar. And I think
I think that'll be good for both of them. There really would be some shit for the culture for real.
Yeah.
Dr. Umar and Suki, that's be crazy. Because at the end of the day, let's be honest. Dr. Umar not a preacher. You know what I'm saying? He's just a conscious man. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So Suki,
it'll be a power couple.
It'll be different if it was like a preacher with a girl with somebody like Suki Wildin or whatever. But Dr. Umar, he's just a dude that be reading a whole bunch of books and shit and know how to use his words. He know how to articulate himself. So I don't see what the big deal. You know what I'm saying? Every nigga like pussy. So what's the big deal? You get what I'm saying? She just, show herself or whatever. She revealed herself and all that kind of stuff or whatever.
I like that song.
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
I like that song where she say, "And I'm hot in the ass."
This man always. I'm gonna tell you one thing about Supreme. It is so crazy. Like this man love whore rap. Like he be knowing these whores.
Right. He be bumping that shit, riding around bumping that shit.
Took a bitch down.
Anyway,
I feel that my goddamn soul. Yeah.
Nah, nobody finna do that.
He be riding around bumping Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah. Oh, look, Solo said the culture does not need a new strand of herpes. Well, shit, they'll be all right. Herpes, not the herpes. I don't think herpes kill, do it. It ain't like they gonna die.
That nigga Solo been mad ever since John got caught again. That nigga been mad the motherfucker.
Hey, he says
somebody one of them got herpes or something. Well,
they say
I ain't talking about no medical business. We ain't finna get tired.
It was a rumor.
We ain't doing no rumors.
All right then.
No rumors.
Nigga already mad at me anyway.
We ain't gonna do no rumors. Anyway, man, Umar already said he gonna whoop your ass up in a while.
I believe.
Anyway, so another freaking motherfucker finessed 2 times.
Oh my God.
He just went viral for his sex tape that leaked. That did nobody want to see Donkey Kong. Oh my God. The thing with Finesse 2 times, because he got 3 girls that they're in a poly relationship and they all look like they from Klondike in Memphis. I
don't even know what that shit is. That shit sound like the gutter.
And it was so crazy. And he hiked his leg up, and I know that smell from his ass hit that room. I'm like, Finesse 2 times looks smelly than a motherfucker. I know when he hiked that ass up, all them dingleberries start to fall out that ass. I'm like, like. And
that shit that he just put it out like some like that.
Yeah,
it's like the regular shit, like that, just regular, like it's just a fucking porn.
So,
man,
listen, what he put it on what?
I seen it on
Instagram,
Twitter and stuff, man. Listen, man, I got a partner, man. I don't want to veer out, but I got a partner. He's been working for the public school system for over 20-some years. He's like the head custodian and shit. He's working at this high school. That nigga say, nigga, it's wild in the bitch, man. It's like all the kids fucking. Nigga, they fucking in the hallways. Not in the room somewhere, not in the auditorium, not in the nigga. He said it is off the chain, nigga. Like all the females is already gold diggers. They listen to this shit and it's horror culture, gold digging hip hop, the shit I like to listen to. They own it. He said all the little boys is emotional, whiny, and weak. So I'm just saying, we talking about Suki Hana, her nasty ass, and Finesse 2 time, big funky ass, and Pound Town, and say Well,
Wow,
man, and
I'm gonna be honest.
man. What the fuck happened to the
That stuff
music,
like
baby?
that been happening. Like it's
No,
been where
it
people
for
was
sure been
having sex
happening.
in
It for
it's
sure.
been
hallways of his
nah.
school.
Listen,
Oh,
I
you talking
remember
about
in high
school?
school, motherfuckers did shit. Nah, he say everybody on it. Everybody. That's the culture.
But you say now these motherfuckers ain't even trying to hide. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Pretty much
they
they
not
just
even trying
like
to hide
shit.
it.
Fuck it, because you like you say back in the day, like you said, motherfuckers was doing that shit, but we was trying to hide. We trying to go.
This nigga down there 50. He say
Also, they ain't skipping school. They
no. My father down there 50. He say one of the girls asked, can he get it? Can he get her hair done?
I mean, well, that's a whole nother. We have to
Yeah. Next.
yeah, next. I get to rationalize the bullshit. You hear me? Anyway, let me present this trivia question. Y'all try to answer this so we could get into this main topic. The hip hop trivia question is: what rapper holds the world record for the most words in a hit single? Y'all try to answer that below in the comments. So our main topic tonight is what the fuck happened to the music? We got so much online beef, people going back and forth with their Twitter fingers, talking the most shit, and they be cracking all of the jokes. It's like these rappers done turned into comedians at this particular point because we didn't even realize how funny some of these people are. However, all of this beef that is going on never translate into music. It's not producing any music. So at this particular point, our question is, what the fuck happened to the music? Because we just recently had a show about AI taking over hip hop. And it seems as though with these artists not taking hip hop by the reins and actually going into the studio and making music and capitalizing off these beefs they have, hell, we probably, in a sense, need a little bit of AI intervention because they're not doing anything, right? So it's like, even when I had made the point earlier about NBA YoungBoy, Drake, and Jay Prince, NBA YoungBoy did what's supposed to been done. He got in the studio. He put it on wax. That's making music off of these beefs. You don't have anybody else going in. When that happened, when somebody say something to you, they mention your name or they throw a slug and they don't always, they remotely mention your name. You're supposed to go in the studio and that's how you respond. Not hop on social media going back and forth with somebody, and then half the time when they do it on social media, they don't even add the person to mention the name. So you still gotta try and put two and two together. So our thing is, when are these artists gonna get back to the music? And what had happened? Like,
are they gonna
what
get back?
happened to where the music isn't being produced like it used to be? Right.
Or what happened to when the music was the most important thing? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times now it ain't about the music, it's about their social media. It's about how many followers they got, shit like that. Their YouTube, how many subscribers they got, shit like that. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And they could just make money now off of being a personality.
Exactly. So
it's too many other ways. Well, if you're a young nigga and you making hip hop, you ain't gotta make no album. Lil Durk put out a single with J. Cole. That motherfucker finna go platinum. You see what I'm saying? That's unheard of back in the day. So these young niggas really they just put out singles, a couple videos, boom. It ain't got to put no effort into the shit because people gonna fuck with them because who they are, not based on their music. That shit is over with. You know what I'm saying?
Even with
NBA YoungBoy fans gonna fucking fuck with it regardless of how whack the motherfucking album gonna be. So they ain't under no pressure to make no dope creative shit like that.
That's a good point.
But you know what? Too Supreme, they're not even producing. A lot of artists ain't even producing the damn singles.
You know why? Because there's so many other streams of income, especially with the older hip hop. You got podcasts, bar shows,
reality
shows, liquors, Trill Burgers, all kind of shit. Like,
for sure.
And I think a lot of them old niggas is afraid to put out some music because they don't know how to handle not being received right now. You know what I'm saying? And they don't like not selling records. So they like, man, fuck this shit. I might as well do a fucking Gillian Wallow or Nori. These niggas are doing other shit, man, and just hip hop is suffering. Every Friday I go to my streaming service and I look for the new shit, and I'm like, man, what the fuck, man?
Man, hey, you see, Preem, every week I ask you, what do I ask you every week? Nigga, have you heard some new shit?
Have you heard anything about that Conway album dropped 2 weeks ago? No buzz.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So let me ask y'all this. When was the last time y'all looked forward to an album drop?
Looking forward?
Yeah, like damn, I can't wait till that shit drop. You know what I'm saying? You heard about it, you knew it was coming. What was the last album you looked forward to drop?
You see what I'm saying? Forward to an album dropping, it was when Cardi B dropped Invasion of Privacy.
Okay. I was looking forward to Finesse 2 Times album. Okay. But he hadn't dropped one, and he had just got out of prison. I was looking forward to that album.
I was looking forward to Element 2, Busta Rhymes. I looked forward to their album dropping.
I'm looking forward to the LL album he's gonna drop with Q-Tip.
Yeah, I was looking forward to that Game album when I had dropped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He had dropped that diss track and all that.
That was a highly anticipated album.
Yeah. I look forward to Sauce Walker album. I look forward to them.
Yeah, it's a few here and there, but you know what I'm saying, in general, you know what I'm saying?
Brady Gibbs last one I look forward to.
Hey, it used to be like every week we had something to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? We was looking forward to something, but shit, nah. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's tough, man.
Doing shit dropping half the time. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I'm gonna tell you something. I think Juvenile and Birdman need to drop an album because they got this song Ali.
They did already, didn't they? Didn't they drop an album before?
They did an album together. I don't know.
Pretty sure. I think about.
But I know I've been listening to. I had the song Ali, and when I listened to Birdman and I listened to Juvenile, I said the climate that we have right now, the way that they sounded in that song, they could make it. Somebody else that does really good in the climate right now is T.I. So those cats, they could make it in the climate right now. Now, when we speaking about the older rappers and their fear of dropping and things of that nature, that's one thing. I be more so looking at the younger people today and the fact that they don't seem as passionate to me about actually being an artist. It seems to me that what happens is they look at the potential to make some quick money, get in, get out. And it's almost like a popularity contest more so than anything for them.
Well, so they always make a point that I ain't no rapper. I ain't no rapper.
Yeah.
I'm a trap. I'm a street nigga. So they got to keep up with that image to where they just don't become a total rapper. And you know what I'm saying? These niggas, they ain't no rappers.
When I think about two people, if we're gonna do female rap and we're gonna do male rap. When I look at a male rapper, somebody that I think that is passionate about actually rapping, I gotta say NBA YoungBoy. He gonna kick out some music.
Man, he dropping shit down there every month.
Yeah. So on the female side, I actually, quiet as it's kept, I think Lotto is very passionate about actually rapping. Because she'll get on the instrumental, she'll get on, she'll do certain things that constantly pushing and constantly putting stuff out there or whatever. I think she's very passionate. You got women that's way bigger than her that ain't putting out music for real. You get what I'm saying? But they got in popularity, they're bigger.
Right. Exactly. Because shit, like that nigga Kendrick had put out a song a few years ago. Like it was like a skit talking about I forgot what it was called, but basically like everything is a vanity show. You know what I'm saying? Everybody trying to just look good, look at me. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of come from social media. So now that these celebrities, rappers, and all that shit, they on social media, that's what they music is about. You know what I'm saying? It's like, look at me, I'm the shit this, or you know what I'm saying? Everything is about look at me. You know what I mean? And I think they ain't really got no substance other than that. You know what I'm saying?
Solo said Juve and Bird album was hard, and Juve's son just got shot a day or two ago. You talking about the one that called himself Young Juvie or Good Juvie?
Yeah, he got shot in the face.
Yeah,
he got shot in the face.
Yeah.
Did he survive?
Yeah. Yeah, so far.
Damn, that's crazy. Where he was at? He was in the New Orleans.
Yeah, he was in New Orleans. So yeah,
Man, sending warm currents and vibrations to that young man. That's crazy because they just lost their dog. I be following them on Instagram, so I'm sorry. Damn, what happened to that dog? They just lost the dog, and now all their family going through it.
Didn't one of his other sons pass away like some years ago too?
I don't know. I don't know.
I know Julie been going through it though.
I be watching Juvie and his wife. I love watching them. They be loving on each other like black love is supposed to go. Suave has said, what's wrong with hip hop? Too many do it for the money and not the love. Right now, the money is in getting attention, social media, etc. That's why artists rather make spectacles than make music, man.
Yeah, for sure. Because you see, and then another point too, you know, we was talking about Zero and that whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, the shit was better when we didn't know who the fuck these motherfuckers was for real. You know what I'm saying? When we know how these niggas really was, shit, we could actually enjoy the fucking music more. You know what I'm saying?
And the way that you have longevity in this game is social media. It is a quick money grab, but the way that you have longevity in this game is staying out the way. Because right now you're trying to what you end up doing is you never if you just going into everything for a quick money grab and you're not actually building anything and making your stamp, then you're gonna be on the grind, on the hustle the whole time. You never could get comfortable. You never could just sit back and just enjoy the fruits of your labor. You got people who are like a Lil Wayne or somebody, right? This man, he don't have to be on the hustle and the grind. He done made a name for himself to where now he ain't got to be hustling and bustling and everything with everybody else trying to get it. He could just, put me on the flyer. We finna do a show. And it's up, So
for example,
people got to think about the future and having longevity in the game. Because once you lose that money, like look at the baby.
Yeah, that's a good
you get what I'm saying? That nigga at one point in time, the baby was the hottest thing in hip hop. And look how fast it just boom. It went where he at now, what he doing now. You get what I'm saying? He gonna mess around and be like, he mess around and go crazy like Designer. Next thing you know, he pulling his dick out on the airplane. Because he done went crazy because all his money gone because he a quick money grab or whatever. Which I don't think the baby was in it for a quick money grab because he did push out a lot of music, but I'm just using him as an example of how fast you can lose everything if you don't actually solidify yourself
and put out quality music
that you could go back to and you could do and you could pick up and keep it moving. So people got to keep that in mind or whatever, because a lot of this stuff is short-lived for real.
The perfect example of that, they rather had attention. More people will watch Soulja Boy go off on Lil Durk in NBA than buy his album.
For sure. Ain't nobody buying his album. Boosie too. That's another one.
Boosie too. They'll watch a Vlad interview before they buy that motherfucking album, man. These artists know that shit, man.
Yeah. But so do y'all think at the end of the day for the artists, do y'all think that's a good thing or a bad thing? Because I think it could be a good thing because they can, they can push their career out, as far as
AI is going to make better artists than human beings. We're going to make better music than human beings, my nigga.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I know.
That shit's great.
So
Nas has come out with hip hop is dead now.
Hey, so niggas doing the right thing, going with these reality shows and podcasts, and you know what I'm saying? Gotta transition.
I think it's absolutely nothing wrong with getting into different things. It's when you actually don't put in the effort in what people know you for, start to love you for, and how you came into the game, and you're not actually putting in the effort for what made you. You can have multiple hustles and multiple grinds. You could do multiple things. You get what I'm saying? You could rap and do act or whatever the case may be. We've seen that over and over again. You would be a damn fool to just rap. You get what I'm saying?
Pretty much.
However, they actually don't give a damn about the music at all.
That's the thing. That's
It's
the thing
pretty
about
much
it.
like, I got this one hit, it did this, so now I'm finna use this to springboard me into something else. Cause I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like my girl Cardi, I love Cardi to death. Like that's one of my, as far as a celebrity, that's one of my favorites. But when you think about it, she was on Love and Hip Hop. She was doing music prior to. She had a following prior to that. The reason why she was able to even be noticed to be on Love and Hip Hop, she do the Bodak Yellow. It goes crazy. And as far as an album or anything like that, we ain't heard from her since. She
ain't dropped now album since then.
No, she ain't dropped anything.
Damn, for real?
No album since. A couple singles, WAP, couple collaborations.
She ain't dropped no album.
She ain't dropped no album, my nigga.
Yeah, so it's like, even with her, for an example, it's like it doesn't seem like you're actually passionate about the music. It's like, let me use this as a stepping stone to get me here. Because you really, your dream is something totally different. Your dream was not to be the hip hop star. Your dream is to be something else, and you're gonna use hip hop to get you there. And that's cool, fine, and dandy. But we got too many people doing that, because we all use something as a springboard to get to something else. However, it's a disservice to the culture, because shit, we ain't getting no music. Hip hop is everybody just fly by night. You hear.
So I think the older artists should take advantage of this situation. Those who seem more passionate, those who have proven to make classic albums, really take your time, get with a dope producer, and put out a dope fucking album, my nigga, and the people will appreciate it, because there's a lack of music to appreciate.
It'll be so many king diseases. Like I don't, not you, Nas. Like when we say older art, we're not talking about you.
We're not talking about you, Nas. Thank you, sir.
Come on back, Nas. Come on back with another one. Come on back with another one, Nas.
Oh my God.
Get on some motherfucking antibiotics. And like, we don't want no more king disease.
That shit is like when the Spurs win the championship. like nobody fucking cares. Like, it was most mediocre.
A snooze fest.
God, yeah, that shit is. Oh man, I can't stand it.
Get the fuck out. Hey, so what y'all think about the fact that it's so much music? You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I will hear some dope shit. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna really play it over and over again, because I might move on to something else. So what y'all think? Do y'all think because it's so much music that might be hurting it? You know what I'm saying? Hurting the whole thing too? What y'all think?
I don't think it's so much music. I think it's so many artists.
Maybe
I think that's what
artists. You know what I'm saying? Same thing.
It's and it's oversaturated to the point you have so many different artists out here that all of these names floating around, you really don't know who they are.
Right. See what I'm saying?
Again, it makes you'll think it's so much music or whatever the case may be. It's just so many different artists, and they're actually personalities, because nothing is sticking that they putting out.
Right. This is what I do to keep up with it. Starting 2017, if I heard a dope song, I started 2017 playlist. Every time I heard a dope song, regardless of who where it's from, I put it on their playlist. So I've been doing this shit since 2017. I got 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22. That's how I'm able to go back and listen to some dope shit. You know what I'm saying? Before I forget about it, because I done skipped through so much shit. You know what I'm saying? It takes me, especially an old nigga like me, to fucked up memory. I heard some dope shit, and if I don't snatch that shit right there, I'll forget about that shit for weeks.
Yeah, and be like,
so
damn, I forgot about
that. You gotta take notes, my nigga. It's basically writing this shit down, man. Like, that shit right there, dope.
No, I feel you, because I'm the same way. I got a whole bunch of different playlists and shit.
Yeah.
Even with the playlist, I got so much shit on the playlist that I don't really necessarily go all the way through it and hear everything that's on it, or you know what I'm saying, shit like that. So like I said,
I play my yearly playlist more than any other music.
I
So
play.
yeah.
I got my shit up. I got my shit set up by readings. You know what I'm saying? I got the, you know what I'm saying, the South and the Bay, and you know what I'm saying, Detroit shit, you know, all that kind of shit. But it's so much shit in each region, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I hear some dope shit. Sometimes I'll go back to it. Like this year. You know what I'm saying? Like what albums have y'all heard this year that kind of stuck with y'all? You know what I'm saying? We almost halfway through the year.
I ain't heard none this year.
That's what I'm saying. We halfway through the year.
Let me ask y'all this, and then we're gonna go ahead and head to recess.
Sure.
Do you think, you know how we know how things were at a point of time when we first fell in love with hip hop, and we have a certain expectation because of what we grew up on, and we and I sat here and I thought about it, where we're like, you know what, you know, what's happening with hip hop? Where's the music? We're a little older, so these younger people, they kind of are programmed and accustomed to that quick drop, you know. And they be knowing all of these different people, and they be keeping up with all of these different people, or whatever the case may be. But could it be potentially that it's our perception of how we see it, and we're not accepting the fact that the culture has changed in a way that we just hadn't caught up with it yet?
I think a lot of people follow
that whole thing back.
I think a lot of people, especially our age, they have certain artists they fuck with, and that's who they follow, and that's who they wait for the music drop. For instance, my brother, he keep up with Don Tripp. I go to the barbershop, he got all the new Don Tripp. Whenever it drop, he own it. You know what I'm saying? So I think you just kind of, that's how you got to do it. Just keep up with your favorite artist, man. And that's how some people that's how they fuck with it.
Yeah, but a lot of the favorites, because I like a lot of these young rappers, and a lot of my favorites, they're not dropping. Like Cardi, that's my fave. She's not dropping. You know what I'm saying? I want an album.
Yeah, but to your point, DA, you know what I'm saying? I think, like I say, shit, are we just getting old and out of touch? You know what I'm saying? Because my thing is, like you know, Preem, I listen to almost everything. You know what I'm saying? East Coast, what, you know, I listen to almost every new shit. I fuck with a lot of shit. And for me to say, man, what the fuck going on? What the fuck happened to them? Because I listen to the trap shit, I listen to the auto-tune shit, I listen to all that shit. And I fuck with it. But
me too.
At this point, it's like, man, what the fuck going on, man? Like ain't no hot
I guess
shit
I guess the music is coming, but it's nothing that's sticking.
Yeah, it's nothing sticking.
It's
nothing
exactly sticking. Exactly. I think that's what it is.
Exactly.
So with that being said, y'all ready to go into recess?
Yeah, man. Let's go play.
All right. Oh shit! That ain't recess.
Oh shit!
That's Rick Ross.
It's weird to say I'm head of household because in this household, we split everything 50-50. But in the other households that each of us have to support, it puts there's always this like gorilla on your back that it is like, you better work, you better work. You know, you gonna sleep in?
Child, Gabrielle Union, she said on the interview that in her household with Dwayne Wade that they go 50-50. And once again, the social media was in an uproar. I don't be understanding all these relationship conversations and 50-50 and worrying about other people's relationship dynamics or what have you, but we're here. Peasy, what you think about that whole thing?
Oh man, I got a few things to say. First thing, man, I got a homeboy, right? He just went through some shit like this. I'm talking about literally weeks ago, to where he had got married, and you know what I'm saying, he wanted his new wife to go not even 50. He wanted her to give 25%. She wouldn't do it. So they ended up getting a divorce because she wouldn't even do that. You know what I'm saying? And they older, you know what I'm saying? She coming into a relationship with all this kind of shit. So at the end of the day, though, you know what I'm saying? I think it all depends on the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't gonna work for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? For example, me and my wife been together for a long ass time. You know what I'm saying? And we done been on all sides of it. It have been where she was the main one getting the money, and I wasn't really getting shit. It have been where I was the main one getting money. It have been where we was both getting the money. You know what I'm saying? So we done seen all sides of it. But at the end of the day, all our shit go in the same pot. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't really no 50-50. You know what I'm saying? It's all together. And that's what worked for us. You feel what I'm saying? So it's really about what you can do for one. You know what I'm saying? Because if you only got one motherfucker working and you got somebody else that ain't contributing and they can, and the motherfucker struggling, then you know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of fucked up too. You feel what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? And I think though for older people, I think that them coming together, getting in the relationship, I think it probably should be 50-50 because they coming with all their shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect a motherfucker to just take on all your shit. You know what I'm saying? When you coming with all your shit, you know what I'm saying? That's my take on it.
What you think about it, Supreme?
I mean, I'm pretty much with what Heezy said. I mean, in our relationship, the goal is 50-50. But like he said, sometimes it don't add up like that. But I think one of the downfalls of the 50-50 is when you got to be the main one and it go a little further than what it's supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? Because you're used to 50-50. And then no matter how much you say everything cool, it really ain't cool because we have an agreement that it's 50-50. You know what I'm saying? I think it just depends on how long it lasts. You know what I'm saying? And if it's not discussed at first, then it's gonna be some problems. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, you know, like man, it's different strokes, different folks, man. If a nigga listen, if I was a wealthy man, I wouldn't give a fuck about my wife going 50-50 at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm a working class man. She's a working class woman, and I think that when you have a working class household, one person can handle it, but it ain't gonna be no extra shit. Ain't gonna be no extra shit. So when in a working class household, both should be maintaining a financial contribution. So not only are you surviving, you're thriving and enjoying the extra shit.
Yeah. My take on it is this, right? When it comes to the 50-50 conversation, it's weird because like y'all said, that changes when you're in a relationship long enough. That's gonna change. You know, all kind of things come up where this person that was the breadwinner may not necessarily be the breadwinner at a certain point. My whole thing is this: I'm open to whatever the relationship dynamic that y'all may have is cool. If you got a man that got enough money to pay 100% or whatever, that's cool. But you got a lot of women, they'll have a man, he paying 100%. And even some of these ideas of he need to pay all the bills or whatever, is if you dealing with somebody that got a mindset of you need to pay all the bills, and this ain't the type of person that's gonna do something productive with the money. They want to, you know, the money that they make, only thing they doing with their money is going to get their hair done, nails done, buying purses, shopping, and you know, sitting on the phone all day, gossiping with their homegirls, you know, going to day parties and shit. That's not cool. I feel like it's selfish as hell if you have a man that is a working man, that he's not wealthy, you get what I'm saying, but you love him and he loves you, and y'all working together or whatever, to be talking this antiquated idea of he got to pay all the bills, and you able-bodied and you're able to take care of yourself. You probably was taking care of yourself before you met this person. You able-bodied or whatever. It's no way in the hell you should want to see him work himself down to the gristle in order to take care of your old grown able-bodied ass. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I like for a man to spend his money on me. I like the fact that if I have a man, I ain't got to worry about this and I ain't got to worry about that. I'm cool with that. You get what I'm saying? I love that idea, but we got to keep in mind that's a fantasy. That's not reality. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of us, we be dealing with in this fantasy, and we thinking it's just supposed to go like that. If you got somebody that's rocking with you and you rocking with them or whatever the case may be, y'all work together. And like you said, Heezy, you in a relationship or whatever, put it out. It make it one pot where it's not even a thing. You get what I'm saying? And because 9 times out of 10 in a relationship, somebody gonna make more money than the other person. So
9 times out of 10, yeah.
is never really equal.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because how is it 50-50 if I make less than you, but I still gotta pay half on this bill?
Right.
How my benefit you gotta pay half? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Yeah, it'll be too much confusion in that. But yeah, go ahead.
It's too much confusion. And I'm one of those people that, when it comes to dealing with a man that feels a way about a certain thing, if he's one of those guys that feel as though, a man is supposed to take care of everything, because you have some men that feel like a man is supposed to take care of everything, and that's fine. However, those light bills, you should be able to take care of something. Like, all of the financial burden doesn't have to be on him. You get what I'm saying? I'm not one of those people that feel like the whole financial burden got to be on a man, because after a while, I'm gonna tell you something, and I don't know if any other women have felt like this before, but if you have a man that is out here grinding and making a life for himself and making a life for you and doing his thing or whatever the case may be, at some point you're going to want to do something productive, like being a housewife and taking care of the kids. That's productive as well, right? That's a job. However, you're gonna want to have some type of identity.
For sure.
So, chipping in or even doing something passive to double that money, you need to be doing something productive with this man's money at the end of the day, if that's how you want things to go. But I don't see anything wrong with their 50-50. The only thing I see wrong with their 50-50 is this. Gabrielle Union has said she don't mind eating ass, and I don't know if she be eating his ass. So I'm like, now if I'm eating ass, if I gotta eat your ass, you're gonna have to come off of a little bit. You're gonna have to give me at least a little 60%. Then when you had that baby on me, Dwayne Wade had that baby on her. So we looking at about 75, 80% or whatever. In Gabrielle's situation, I wouldn't go 50-50 because, like, he done had a baby on you and you around him there licking this man. You doing a whole bunch of other shit that a lot of women won't do or whatever the case may be. Ain't nowhere in the hell I'm going 50-50 and I'm eating your ass every time you throw your legs up. That's just not gonna happen. So that's the thing. That's my only gripe with what she said, because of her situation and her saying, I'm like, you really going 50-50 and you eating ass and accepting kids outside of the marriage? Okay then, girl. All right. But
I got to say about that.
Yeah, but that's the thing, shit, child. Anyway, let's get into this school post. This week's school post is Suge's night death row is greater than Snoop's death row.
Shit, what the fuck is Snoop's death row?
Suge Knight say Snoop don't even own the shit.
That's what I'm saying. What the fuck is Snoop's death row?
You know I made that post because I'm just so sick of this nigga.
Oh, you made that post?
Oh, so you just made some shit up.
I thought somebody else made it.
Nah, listen. I'm just sick of Snoop with this. He done gave Skip Bayless a chain. Like, he's cheapening the name, man. He's watering that shit down, making some friendly American liberal everybody love record label bullshit, my nigga.
Nah, that point I agree, because have you seen some of the artists that he signed?
I've seen it. That shit is horrible.
Man, some motherfucker from Canada, like big fat white boy from Canada.
It's horrible,
like, who the fuck is these motherfuckers, man?
I was making a point, like, even with all the negative shit that came with Suge's death row, they still put out high quality, top notch hip hop, right? Yeah. This nigga Snoop, it's friendly in the great working environment, but ain't no dope music being put out on this shit. It's just become a comical sideshow. This shit is sad and horrible to me. It's disappointing.
Hey, look.
His own albums that he put out on Death Row the last couple of years, they've been all right. I'll say that. His own albums, his own Snoop Dogg albums that he put out the last couple of years, they've been all right. But everybody else he got on there and whatever else he doing with that shit, I agree. That shit been some bullshit.
I believe that Snoop bought Death Row like a souvenir or something. I don't even think that it's one of those things where he really planned to do something with it. It's just a souvenir, a collector's item.
He was trying to make it a NFT label because he had dropped a whole bunch of releases on some NFT shit where you couldn't buy it, you couldn't hear it. Because when that Mount Westmore shit had dropped, that shit was supposed to be on Death Row, and that's when he dropped it. He dropped it was on some NFT shit, and couldn't nobody hear it unless you, however you got that fucking NFT file or whatever the fuck.
So people still, so NFT still a thing because if it is, for Sheba to go up, I still got my coins and Sheba. They done fooled the hell out of me. I'm waiting for Sheba to go to the moon.
That shit ain't been working because you see he done dropped the shit on the regular platforms now. So no, that shit ain't been working. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, Suge Death Row was definitely the shit. It was iconic. You know what I'm saying? Pac, Snoop, Dre. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, for sure.
Suave, the smartest man in the building, said all the NFT shit is dead. LOL.
Hey, I watched this movie again the other night with my grandson. I told him partner. The Alien movie.
I gotta see that movie. Did he have on some shorts?
Nah, it was a brief second. He got like 3 seconds of the movie. He's sitting in class. He's sitting in class learning about the alien before they jump to the future, looking like a nerd ass soldier.
Nah, you need to have them thighs out for me, child.
What was the name of the movie? What was the name of it? You remember?
The Tomorrow War. Shit is dope, man. On Netflix, it's a dope movie, man. You know, Suave got a little spot in there. Got a little
had a part in the movie where he was inside of a building.
Yeah, sitting there in the class learning about the alien, looking like a.
I know he felt good because this.
I think he got shot up too. And killed. I mean, got ate up by an alien too.
He said the name of the movie is Tomorrow War. I'm in a few more scenes too.
Cap.
I'm glad she was on the inside and able to get some relief from the elements. You know, and we still don't know if the man homeless or not.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Allegedly.
Skid Row Suave.
Not Skid Row Suave.
Leave that man alone. He depressed man in Atlanta Hawk, man. Trash.
Not Skid Row Suave. Child, geez. Man, that man he be eating good though. That motherfucker, he get his protein because he built, child. Them guys is something crazy.
Hey, they have some nice shit out there.
Yes, indeed. So anyway, let's get into this trivia question. This week's hip hop trivia question: what rapper holds the world record for the most words in a hit single? I'm gonna let Heezy go first because I think I know the answer.
I'm gonna say Eminem.
I said Eminem too.
You're both correct. What song is it?
Let's say a hit single.
What song was he like saying a whole bunch of shit?
Right. Okay. Is it Slim Shady?
Nope, it's a little more recent.
Recent.
Shit, I wouldn't know one is.
The only thing that was recent by not too far was Godzilla.
Rap God.
Okay.
Rap God. Well, child, are you sure? Let me see. Because this man, Suave said Rap God, so you gotta be right then.
I got a cosign, my nigga Suave. Yeah, shout out Suave.
Watch it. Make sure y'all like the video, share the video, subscribe to YouTube. Make sure y'all subscribe, child. We almost at 1,000. You hear me? Bet 1,000, shoot 1,000. That ain't none.
Yeah, after 1,000, I'm gonna get real bougie on you niggas.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pop my collar. We get to 1,000, I might come on here with some food from the Chinese store. You hear me? I probably look. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start wearing my fake labels now, baby. Anyway, thank y'all so much for tuning in. We're about to tune out. Make sure that y'all subscribe and join us every Friday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a good night.
Pound town.
The Hip Hop School. Past and Present Podcast.